Welcome to Toy Polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from Toy Polloi, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at two new versions of the Ehpant Mon figure from the Next 17. Now on my channel a little while back I reviewed this first Ehpant Mon, which is a sort of retro style Star Wars figure produced by the Next 17. It only has 2 points of articulation, but it is really quite a cool looking figure. If you don't know this character, then he's in the background in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. It's a sort of blink and you miss it type of character, but as I say, I reviewed this figure and I really did like it. It's a very weighty thing. Even with its limited articulation, it's a really cool looking thing and will certainly work very well in people's dioramas. But now there are two other versions that are available, and I've been very kindly sent those to do a review of, so let's check those out. So here are the two new Ehpant Mon figures. They are based on the same mould, so it's essentially the same character, but we just have different colour schemes on them. First up is this one, which is the sort of lighter caped version of him. Now in the notes that I was sent about this figure, basically when they were researching how to make this figure and what sort of colours he needed to be painted, it was unclear as to what shade the cape was. So this was one of the sort of versions they came up with, which is a sort of lighter beige version of the cape. If we compare it to the one that they released, you can see here, so this is a much more sort of darker brown version. I actually quite like this light beige one, and it's a good way of having a sort of bit of variation in your figures, because you would assume with a character like this there's going to be multiple versions of these within the Star Wars universe, and they weren't all going to wear the same outfit. So I like this version. It's just a sort of lighter beige version. The stick that he comes with is also a different colour. You can see here the one that came with the first version is a very sort of dark brown chocolatey colour, whereas this one's more of a sort of milk chocolatey colour. It's easy to remove and it does fit in both the hands, so we can have him holding that in either hand. Again, like the first version of this figure, it is just 2 points of articulation. You can basically rotate his arms up and down, and that's about it. His feet are sort of firmly welded in place, and he is really very hefty, as I mentioned in the original video. As well as this version, we have this version here, which again, according to the notes I was in, is a sort of imagining that this was a sort of Sith orientated version of Ehpant Mon, so a bit more evil. If I bring him up close to the camera, you can see his sort of evil looking eyes there. He's also got this bit of a paint scheme going down on his face. He's got some little bit of a pattern sort of painted on there, and this guy comes in a sort of dark bluey sort of grey version of the outfit, and his cane is black rather than brown. So it's a nice sort of little nod to there being some evil versions of these characters as well. You can have the sort of the Jedi version, and you can have the Sith version like this. I think this version is probably my favourite, just because the eyes, they really do make quite a big sort of difference to how he looks. If I bring in the other one, I didn't really show you the eyes on that one. You can see these are just sort of black sort of painted eyes there, but this one, yeah, they're very evil looking indeed. Shot, I'm going to say this is from the Tatooine cantina. It looks more like that sort of thing, but it could be something that you would see in Jabba's palace as well. But each figure comes with a version of this for display purposes. Now this was the first figure that the Next 17 produced, but if you look on their social medias, which I will put links to in the description, they have quite a lot of new characters that will be coming hopefully sometime this year. There seems to be some really nice ideas going into production, including a baby Wampa, which I think is a figure that a lot of people will want as soon as they see it. So do check out the links I'll be putting below to see what they have coming up in the future. As I say, these were very kindly sent to me by the Next 17, so I just need to say a massive thank you to Graham for sending these over. They are really lovely, and I already had this one sitting with my sort of main Star Wars collection. I've now got to find space for a couple of others to sit with him. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy Polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow Toy Polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.